welcome back to
Just insert bad genitalia joke here.
My dick is rock.
Well, see you guys next episode.
We repeated that joke.
Yeah.
Probably.
Yeah, we totally did. Well, what happened was, so we were doing this, and into like the second or third round of this thing, we got a glitch where a guy was endlessly spinning while being hit by nothing. And then we were like, okay, let's just wait for the timer to go down, and then we'll take a loss, and we can continue, and we'll just cut that part out. No, timer just, when it was done, disappeared, and the guy was endlessly spinning, and we were stuck.
On my screen, he was bouncing.
On my screen, he was constantly being smacked by nothing. It was just like that, you know, that smack that happens whenever we smack something with that, like, white whoosh.
Yeah.
It was just, he was constantly being hit by a white whoosh, just boom, 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 boom.
This is pretty funny.
Yeah, it just glitched out on us, and we couldn't continue the act or anything like that, so we just had to cut that out. Sorry you guys didn't get to see it.
Yep.
But now we're here to do it again and make more funny jokes.
More funny jokes. One of these days, I'll get a hard drive that has more than 300 gigs of space for my recordings. And when that happens, I can actually just leave bum recordings like that on my hard drive, and then I could have put it in like the corner of the video to show what we meant.
Yeah.
But alas, I do not have the computers for that.
But sometimes we do that, like we did that with Shining Farce.
Did we?
Yeah, we had a blooper from Shining Farce, because there was one time where you hit record, but you didn't set it to record the game, so it was literally just an endless of that screen. And then there was also a time where you alt-tabbed out, and we made some funny stuff, I guess, when you alt-tabbed out, we were just, like, in serious not recording mode, so it's just...
Yeah. So it's just us talking about, like, random shit that's gonna happen.
Mostly, yeah. You were looking up stuff for... What's his name? Horatio, the samurai. Yeah, Horatio, the samurai.
But yeah, like, normally, here's some background, like, tech knowledge on how we do stuff. Depending on the game, we have to use different programs. So for Shining Force, we had to use a program that is completely free called OBS, Open Broadcaster Software. So we recorded that with OBS, and OBS results in, like, much, much smaller file sizes. But the downside to OBS is that a lot of it's, like, a lot of the games that you try to record with it, sometimes it'll just crap out on you and get low frame rates and who knows what.
Yeah,
it's still pretty glitchy.
It was a thing we actually tried with this game, and it was really bad.
Yeah, it was really glitchy with this game. So, thus, I'm using Fraps to record this, and Fraps obviously creates huge file sizes, so we can't keep cut takes unless we want to record one less episode in a day.
Yep.
Which is not worth.
Nope. We're trying to get content to you guys fast, and that is good quality.
Yep. But yeah, this game is fun.
Yeah, so that's how it works now, and now you know.
Now you know.
Knowledge is power. So
and knowing is half the battle.
Hoard knowledge. Hoard it like it's gold. That way you can become the most powerful.
Indeed.
And then this is pretty much where it happened. I think. No, it was the last one because there was only 2 crab guys. We like spent that whole time just waiting for the timer to go down, and crab guys are like waking up and then getting back down. They're just like, is the scene over yet? Fuck, no, it's not.
Yeah, pretty much. Oh my god, a 4th crab guy just ran in. What the hell? This is a scene and a half.
I know, right? Watch another glitch. That'd be hilarious.
It would. It would also suck.
Because I feel like it.
I know that feel.
Oh, he fucked it up. I didn't get to 100. I was so close. I was at like 90 something.
Oh. That sucks. But yeah, I was gonna say something else too, but now I don't remember what it was.
I don't remember either.
Oh well. We completed the act in under 5 minutes. Wow, that was the entire act?
Really?
That's interesting.
Is that the best you got, mate?
Lots of injuries. And now he has red eyes that are redder than they were before. Also, we're flying.
King Neptune's so cool.
King Neptune is blue. That's all I have to say on the matter.
Yeah, like a bluish gray. He's got like definitely a grayish tint to him.
He's the color of Neptune.
Duh, yeah. Who would have thought?
Actually, I think he's more the color of Pluto, to be honest.
I thought Pluto was purple, even though I don't know anything about the colors of planets because I don't.
I don't either, so don't ask me.
Which is cool because space is a really interesting like thing to me. Like just the concept of space is crazy to me.
All I know is space.
Chem,
I'm the best at space.
you're the best at space.
I'm the best at space.
Does that mean you go out into space?
Space!
Oh.
That wasn't a high enough pitch.
I know. I can't do a high enough pitch. I'm not Falsetto, the video game.
Space!
That was completely... No. I refuse.
It was higher than
Instead,
yours.
We'll just do a co-pilot of Portal 2 someday. And then we will lose the final battle because I will just be sitting there listening to Space Core.
You can't... Oh, I mean... Yeah, you can lose if you... Because you can sit there and listen. I've done it before during that
I will
fight.
also listen to Rick.
Oh yeah, Rick is
awesome.
the shit.
He is.
Which is funny because I totally when I first played through that game, I named Rick Saxon Hale.
We are potential deviants.
Man, these
okay,
robots
there it goes.
look a lot like humans, but I'm not gonna question it.
Yep. Dude, it's weird that they make robot sounds.
That is pretty cool. Those
No,
are
it's
some
not cool,
those are
it's
some
weird.
high quality actors. Every single one of these actors is the noise effect guy from Spaceballs.
Yay, success. Atlantis? No, this isn't Atlantis. This is...
Seattle.
No, what's that city called? Fuck.
Seattle.
Rapture. This is Rapture.
Oh yeah.
We're in Rapture.
Where's my big daddies?
Where you
all
can't
the
see them
splicers?
right in front of you. They're cheap knockoffs, but they're still here.
Oh. Okay, well then where are all the splicers? Where's all the Andrew Ryan propaganda?
Where's all
Where
the
are
Andrew
the
Ryan?
plasmids? Oh, you know what you just made me want to do? I'm gonna go on a rant about how awesome Bioshock is. Bioshock is the coolest fucking game ever! Dude! Like, who doesn't want to play an FPS with RPG element, or no, an FPS that has almost all of the survival horror elements besides like the clunky controls, all the good survival horror elements, and then lots of RPG element.
Me?
Doesn't that sound like a badass game?
No,
Why not?
because I don't like survival horror games.
Why don't? What about survival horror don't you like?
I don't like having to like carefully manage resources, honestly, because that's kind of the same reason that I don't like sticking to the meta in games, is because it's like, well, now I've got to do this very specifically, and I can't make my own game out of it.
But it has RPG element to counteract that. You have ammo management, and you have to make sure you have ammo and stuff, but there's a looting aspect, so you can loot that ammo, and then there's also shops.
Yeah, I guess that's true.
Also, the cool thing about it is that it has RPG element for respawning. So Big Daddies and Splicers will respawn, so you can farm them for if you ever get lost or stuff like that and you don't manage right, you can farm spawns, or just like redo a place. You don't have to like farm, but just redo a place, get a bunch of extra money, and use the shop. There's also a hacking aspect where you can just hack a shop and get super discounts and get stuff for free. But you have to be good at puzzle games in order to hack, which the hacking in that game is so fucking cool.
Yep. Also, say hello to super exploit combo mode, which is what I just did. So yeah, that was a thing that happened.
God damn it. It's really... I think if you played Bioshock, you would actually have fun.
I have played Bioshock.
You have?
Yeah. I played the first one, like, probably halfway through, and then, on top of just not really enjoying it, but, like... Well, the thing was... I kind of got tired of it, I guess. Like, I don't know. I don't know what it was. I think I was trying to do too much side stuff, and I just got, like, I got off track. But regardless, on top of that, also, the game had a glitch where it deleted my save file because someone else played, so instead of overwriting the autosave, it overwrote my actual save. And so I just couldn't finish the game, and it also was a rental, so I was just like, well, I just got triple whammied out of enjoying this game, so oh well.
Well, that's a shame that you let a past experience ruin that game, but it's a really cool game. I bet you would enjoy it again.
Yeah, probably.
But yeah, that game is so cool, especially like it has all of the good aspects of survival horror. It does have the managing ammo, even though there are ways to get around it and not have to manage your ammo and just spray bullets. And the cool thing about it is that even though, like, survival horror, the way that they like to manage your ammo is you have this much ammo for these much guns, and so whatever guns you choose, you have to manage that ammo. But in Bioshock, you can just have all the guns. So if you run out of ammo for a gun that you use often, you can be like, alright, I'll use a gun that I don't use as often, and either fall in love with it or just use up its ammo so I can conserve ammo for my other gun. You know, you can prioritize what guns you use on what enemies, and then if you feel like using the same gun throughout the entire game, then you just you can buy that ammo all the time. Just only spend your money on that ammo.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Yeah.
I don't know, like maybe I didn't get as far as I think I did, because I don't remember there being shops.
Oh, then you didn't get
at least not very often. I think I've found like a couple ammo shops. It also has been years and years. Like I played it when it first came out, or like pretty much the moment I could when it first showed up in Blockbuster.
Damn.
So like it has been a very long time, and I don't really remember.
So you didn't even get past like the tutorial.
No, I must have had shops then, because I think I remember having gotten the electroshocky stem.
Yeah, the lightning.
Yeah, the lightning at the very least, and possibly I don't know. I remember having like I think 3 or 4 stems.
Did you get a gun?
Maybe. I don't know.
Because you get a gun right after that plasmid. You get the gun.
Plasmids. That's what they're called.
Yes, plasmids.
I probably did. Regardless, like it's been a very long time. So.
Yeah. Did you get any more powers, or did you just get the electroshock?
I'm pretty sure I got like 2 or 3, maybe 4 of the powers.
What powers?
I seem to remember getting fire and also telekinesis, but I don't know.
Okay, so you got pretty far. You probably at least you got past the part where the thing gets blown up and you have to use telekinesis to blow it back up again, the rubble.
I probably. It's been so long that I don't
That's
remember.
how you get telekinesis, is you have to backtrack through or not backtrack, you have to go to another route, because there's a crossroad, and you have to turn left instead of right, because the right way's blocked off, get the plasmid, then backtrack through to the right, and blow up, and then you can go through.
Yeah.
But yeah. Still, I just have to talk about how amazing that game is, the internet. And then the second one was kind of a disappointment. It was literally just the first game, but with a different story. Had like very similar gameplay aspects, a little bit of upgraded gameplay, but nothing really notable. And the story was different. You play a Big Daddy, blah blah blah, and you're doing some stuff. It didn't develop anything in the whole story. Like, the entire story of Bioshock in its own worth, it did nothing to upgrade that or put you further in, because it takes place at the same time, or relatively the same time as Jack. I think it was after Jack. And, yeah, it was kind of just, meh. I think that it was pretty much Borderlands 2, is essentially what it was, except it didn't upgrade the story and add more dialogue, it just had the same, since Bioshock already has a lot of good story and dialogue.
Oh hey, congrats on your level, you can do the spin now.
Spin to win.
I don't remember which button it is. I know it's left trigger for Xbox, but you don't use Xbox, so...
Yarp!
It's not a button that is any other button.
Cool. And then Bioshock Infinite. Oh man. Bioshock Infinite. I can't form just an opinion of whether I like it or don't like it, because it's like a completely different game with the same like elements of gameplay. It's just so different.
That's cool. Like, yeah, also, here's another thing about my opinion on Bioshock, which is I was a much younger person back then, so I did not appreciate the value of a good story as much, so I probably did not go out of my way to explore or anything when I was playing it, which means I missed out on a lot, because I know how much of a focus it is on that game. Okay, before we do that, you should look up your controls to find out what your spin move is, because it'll be super useful.
I'm not gonna worry about it.
Okay.
It's a boss fight.
That's true.
I'll just fight the boss fight regularly.
Okay.
We can do this later. Oh man, I want to go on a rant about Bioshock Infinite, and I will. So, if I were to just comment, or if I were to just, like, do my own review on the story of Bioshock Infinite is excellent. Oh, such an amazing story. It's living right up there with Bioshock 1's story, just amazing. In fact, even better than Bioshock 1's story, but, you know, yeah. It's just so cool. The only reason I don't put it higher than Bioshock's story is because it has a concept that's, like, been done in media so much that now it's like, alright. It's a concept that the media has done before, both video games and movies, that I can't really respect the concept, but the way that they did it was good, and the story is really nice. Very good pacing and everything, just good story. The gameplay of Bioshock Infinite is very different. It sacrifices survival horror aspect and adds more RPG element and adds a lot more like focus on FPS type, you know, gameplay. And so the fact that survival horror is gone is a disappointment, but the fact that they innovated and added more RPG element and FPS, I do respect it in that aspect. But sometimes when I think of video games, I'm like, well, if I'm gonna play a video game, I'm gonna want to play that type. If I'm playing Borderlands and then Borderlands 2 comes out, I would expect it to be a sequel and stuff.
Yeah.
So if there's innovation, I'm not disappointed. But if I go into a game expecting survival horror aspects and don't get it, then I'll be disappointed, but not like enough to hate the game or anything. So no survival horror. It's disappointing. Still has the ammo management system, so that kind of stuff
Dude,
is cool.
his flaming beard turns green.
Yeah, it turned into green flame. That's fucking awesome.
It is.
Now he's the badassiest of badass vampires.
Also, I wanted to make a joke about his name before it changed to Tentacle Demon, which is, man, Captain Blowhard is such a blowhard.
Oh, that's good.
Yep, I know
I'm sure when you watch this again, you'll laugh at my vampire joke.
Probably. It flew right over my head.
Yeah. What was I talking about?
You were talking about how you're a Japanese schoolgirl and you really hope he doesn't rape you.
Oh, I don't let him rape me. He's only got the one tentacle.
One tentacle.
He's only got one tentacle. I mean, that's not really going to be that much of rape. It's just one tentacle. He really can't do much raping with one. I guess he could finger me with his hook thingy. That'd be nice, I guess. Bioshock Infinite. So they added more RPG element, because in Bioshock it does that FPS like that Doom and Quake FPS system where you have every gun, and once you run out of ammo, that gun is there, but you don't use it anymore until you get ammo for it. In Bioshock Infinite, they switched to the whole Halo modern FPS kind of thing, where you have two guns. You just have two guns, which I would frown upon. Usually, I'd be like, that's stupid that they're turning it all modern and they don't give any variety in guns. But in this case, it's a good idea because now it helps you hone your playstyle. You're like, shit, now I can't just use every gun and be the master of everything. Now I have to just, have my two guns and use my playstyle that way with those two guns. So I feel like that adds more of an RPG element to it, honestly.
Yeah, that's pretty neat.
It is really neat. And then they kind of downgraded on some of the gameplay with, let's see. Now there's no longer passive plasmids, or vigors as they're called in Infinite.
I'm gonna let you finish, but that fucking cane was like 3 times that size before he picked it up.
Yeah, I saw that. It like fell down and it was super huge.
It was weird. Also, it's a skull.
Yeah.
A map. Oh my god, we've got some shit going on.
Oh shit.
We've got a map to a demon portal. Shit's getting serious now. And now it's time for Play 4 in the next episode, which we sucked at when we first played through, so hopefully we'll be better.
See you guys next time.
Good cheese.